Welcome back to another video, traders, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Charting Trends for Trading Options. I'm TJ, and today we're going to be looking at Roku, R-O-K-U. Let's get into it. Here's the chart for Roku. We're on a 3-year, 1-week chart here. I just want to go back and look at the history. They've only been listed for just over 2 years, so this is their entire history in the market. As you can see, we have this long-term growth trend from highs of 2018 to highs of 2019, and right now you can see the high from this year from a few weeks ago is out and above that long-term growth channel. A couple other things I want to talk about on this chart before we zoom in. Obviously this is a steep line on a 3-year graph, and you can see this growth here over the past 6 weeks is almost a vertical. Incredibly bullish. I mean, an unbelievable run. But when you see a vertical line like this, you know, you're expecting that thing to come back down at some point. We're out and above, you know, the most bullish long-term growth trend that we have here. So a couple of other things. Revenue, it's nothing really to write home about. You know, they've been fairly inconsistent and fairly flat. +6, -7, flat, -9. Plus 5 cents, -9 cents, -8 cents, -22. And this year, more of the same, negative, negative, negative. And then the most recent earnings report, getting back into positive numbers, and you can see the market's response. We bounced from around 196, and over the next 6 to 7 weeks, from 196 up to 363. Pretty insane. This article I want to mention from Seeking Alpha, Roku stock run approaching record buying levels of late 2019 surge, and I'll show you that on a chart in just a second. But they're talking about a similar run that we're having, or that we just had over the past 6 weeks, happened basically last year, and right now the stock is 100% higher than the 200-day moving average. We've been showing overbought on the RSI for 10 days straight. The last time this happened, we were 129% above the 200-day moving average, and it showed overbought for 28 days straight, which is pretty incredible. I mean, it shows you that Roku is not normal, but it's important to remember that after that run, the stock fell 40% in less than 3 weeks. So we're going to take a look at that really quick here. This is what they're talking about. This earnings report here from August 5th. The stock went from around 95 over 5 weeks up to almost 180. Huge. But we bounced off this long-term growth trend line, and we fell from 177, 178 over 3 weeks to 97, basically back to where we started from. And you know, there was a bit of consolidation, then we had the pandemic, and we've seen growth since then. But it's important to note, the last time we saw this kind of vertical, explosive 100% growth in a short time span, there was a very sharp pullback. So what are we seeing here? Vertical growth over a very short pullback time span, and now we're starting to see that pullback, and I think this is just the beginning. So this came after this earnings report. We went from, again, 195 to 363. I don't know if we're going to come all the way back to 195. I think that'd be a little bit extreme, but I do anticipate us coming back into this purple corona recovery channel, and possibly into, you know, the last support that we have here at 254. You know, that's the thing about going vertical, is you don't establish any support or resistance. So when the stock comes down, it's going to come down to the last time that, you know, the market had an accepted price level with some real buying and selling volume. So last thing here, I'm going to show you on the daily chart what they were talking about, how extended this stock is right now. So we've pulled back a little bit from these highs, but you can see we're out and above this 20-day EMA still. Right now the stock's at 339. The 50 EMA is at 282, so almost 60 points away from our 50-day moving average. All the way down here though is the 200-day moving average around 170, 172. So 160 points above the 200-day moving average. This thing's going to come back down to earth, guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, obviously, Roku's a great company. They've had a great year, and this is one of the best runs I've seen in a long time. But when you have a vertical growth line, at some point you're going to have to consolidate, let the market digest and accept those new price levels before you can start looking for more. So I expect to see us over the next few weeks come back down sharply into this Corona channel before we bounce up and see some consolidation. And then maybe next quarter we get another positive earnings report. We'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it for Roku. Bearish in the short term. We need to see some pullback, some gap fill, some consolidation before we look for more on this one. And that's it. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. I read all the comments, so if you have a question, I'll definitely get back to you. And if you want to see more videos like this one and other technical analysis, please subscribe. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.